right. Well, um, the gang's three quarters here. We'll I suppose we shall jump right in. Um, so you guys arrived in India and met with a lieutenant for MI6. Uh, and long story short, it has led you this to this temple, 200 miles east and slightly north of Bombay. A temple where the columns sing, whatever that means exactly. Um, and it was it was it was odd as you guys drove up the road to reach this temple. It's carved directly out of the side of a mountain. And what was odd about it was that this is not an unknown place. It's like many temples and shrines throughout India. There should be people around, worshippers, people leaving offerings, stuff like that. But when you got here, there was absolutely no one here. Yet there were lit torches inside. Um, Walking inside, you realize just the immense scale of this place. I mean, obviously, you can see the scale at the top of the map there. 10 yards is, I mean, one of these squares on the map is not even, is over 10 yards across. It's almost 20 yards across. So this place is gigantic and it's all carved right out of the mountain itself. Maybe there was some amount of natural cave, but regardless. Entering through the vestibule, you found yourselves at the top of a huge staircase that led down. No, no handrails, of course, because why would there be? Uh, and
There's no OSHA in India.
Yes, right. um, it, it's funny if you've ever played. I can't remember what it was called now. The last Alien first-person shooter game, which was fun the first few times you played it. But there's one. There's one. Uh, there's one area that you go into, and it's you're on a catwalk overlooking this huge reactor, and it's like this big long fall to the bottom. And one of the like the sergeant NPC who's following you on comms goes, "Huh? Someone actually paid for safety rails because the catwalk has handrails on it." Um, anyway, at the bottom of the steps, some 30 or more feet down, there were uh, there were a dozen figures that were laying or sitting on the floor. Some of them holding their heads, some of them staring blankly. Some assorted moans of anguish. It was a half dozen men in relatively cheap but serviceable European style suits. And when I say men, I mean specifically um, like Europeans, white men. And the other six were women, Indian women, all dressed in red saris. And as you puzzled this over, that's when you saw these these creatures that showed up. In fact, I showed you guys a picture of them, but there's one on the map there.
There it is.
Yeah. So they at first just seemed to be gliding in the air nearby, and then they turned towards you, their mouths opened, revealing fangs, and then they started flying towards you.
How many?
There are eight of them,
Wow. All right.
and they're so we're gonna start
Do they
right
have six
there.
arms each?
Yes, yes,
So
indeed.
there's 48 arms.
Yeah, yeah. If you want to look at it that way, uh, we're going to start in combat right there. Of course, Oh, look, work is already texting me. Jesus. Of course, the combat in this game, PCs get to go first, or a PC gets to go first. Technically, they are not in the same zone as you guys. They are one zone over, but heading towards you.
All right. So, Slim does not have his bag. And I doubt this is going to do anything, but when it's his turn, he's going to open fire with his 1911.
Do we have any momentum?
You guys have two momentum.
Okay.
I don't know who wants to act first, but
Well,
all right,
I guess you
I'm
spoke, so it's you.
looking at options. So
all right. So, yeah,
Uh, hold
Slim.
on a sec.
Go ahead.
Sorry, Kyle.
Yeah.
I wonder if it'd be worth opening it up with the cyclone because the cyclone can attack a zone.
Yeah.
I'm reading the description.
I like that idea. Worked well
forget.
once before.
I forget you have that thing.
I don't see anything that disqualifies it against damaging the zone. But I mean, there's must be what does it say? Range.
Yeah, hold on. I'm going to. That's right. It's under the Celtic spellbook. So, yep.
Damageable objects within close range of it.
Yeah. So it'd basically be anything within the zone. Um, so you could cast that right now, and if you're successful, you could drop it in the zone that they are in. Um, and it would damage them without damaging
And
you. Of course, if they come into your zone, which you have to assume they probably will, you couldn't bring it back in. You couldn't bring it in to continue damaging them because it would also hit you guys.
what would it do to the people that are down there? Are they in the same zone as these flying guys?
Yeah. That's a
Oh,
thing.
they're just some European guys in suits. And,
Are they moving to attack us too?
No, they're
no,
they're the six men and the six women are seem to be having some sort of emotional event. they're they're completely out of it. They're some of them are glassy eyed and semi catatonic. Some of them are holding their heads as if they have the worst hangover on the planet. But none of them seem to be reacting to your or these creatures' presence at all.
you don't think they summoned these guys, do you, Con?
I do. Or what's
Guy with
Khan's
the big brain.
professional opinion on that?
Well,
Well, he's the guy with the big brain.
Khan did a check at the end of last session to see if he knew what these things were, and he didn't.
Right.
So
That's right.
Oh, that's right.
Okay. So looking at this map real quick, it looks like we just went through a little archway or doorway in the rock
right,
wall, right?
correct.
So we're on the, assuming that the right side is east, we're on the east of it.
Yes.
Um, is there a defense, like would this be like a funnel? If we like step back through the door, they'd have to come at us like one or two at a time.
That would be true because
Well, we should
it's very narrow.
we should probably do that. Don't you guys think so?
Yeah, I think that if Henry and Slim were in front and you and Walter right behind us, you guys can do spell things and we can work weapons, and they can only get at us two at a time. I
So,
think that's a great idea.
Yeah. So the question is,
Except only one of you can act. So
Correct.
have a spell that can transport us back like to the west of the first door if you want, or even farther.
oh, you've got oh, what's it called?
My new spell, Roots
Yeah,
of the
Roots of
Earth,
the Earth.
which I have never cast.
You could do that. It's may affect the spellcaster and any allies within close range up to a total number of targets equal to half the spellcaster's power, rounding up. What's your power?
5.
So it would affect three of the four of you.
But I can moving isn't moving. Which one's the free action?
Uh,
Casting is not, but is moving a free action? I can't remember.
Moving within the zone you're in is a free action.
Okay.
If you were to move to a different zone, that would take an action.
Hmm.
Oh, I see what you're thinking. If you could, oh, but that would be a different zone. So yeah, but it was a nice thought.
Well, if you're thinking you could cast the spell and move Walter, Baker, and Slim, into that room, and then move in afterwards, I would let you do that.
Yeah,
Oh,
cool. That's what I was thinking.
I wasn't sure how far it was, but we've just kind of come in the room anyway.
Right. Yeah.
In the big
Exactly.
room.
You're basically at the top of this big long staircase that goes downward.
How far can I move them to the west? Can I go before the first arch that we went through?
That is a good question. It just says to a nearby location.
I think it says within line of sight. Yeah, vanish and instantly reappear at any point within
Line of
sight
sight
within
within
long
long
range.
range. Yeah. Yeah. So you could do that. You could I mean, shoot, you could bounce them back in the room that's marked A. You could bounce them all the way back to the other side of it, which is technically outside the temple, where I'm pinging the map right there. Do you see that?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, you could do that.
And then can I run to that? Is that close enough?
You would
Or
be able to move into A. You wouldn't be able to get further than that.
okay,
Yeah,
well let's do that. If everybody is in agreement, I don't want to just teleport your characters if you don't want to be teleported.
well,
Comments?
well, Henry wants to be able to address these guys, and the best place is if he's in the actual doorway. He's in the actual doorway uh, between A is the chamber we just came through, and we entered into this big room. Henry would prefer to be close to the doorway so he can defend as soon as one of these guys tries to come through.
Okay.
If we
Yes.
if we go too far in A, then if these guys can come through the doorway and fan out, we're in the same problem. We have the same problem we would have if we're in the big room.
It just gives us two opportunities to shoot at them.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? They have to go through
I
two
understand.
fatal funnels. So if anybody's got like area of effect on their weapon,
Oh, okay.
it would,
I
it would
gotcha.
fill the doorway, But we could just go one doorway. We don't have to go two. And anyway, that way I could join you after I send you there.
Well, remember, this is all happening pretty quick, so it's not like we can have a confab over it really in real time. So do your thing.
So, what's the decision,
I
Con?
support any decision you make.
Whatever. I'll teleport everybody to A.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So go ahead and make the roll on your spell. What's the difficulty on that? 2?
Yes.
You can use our momentum if you think you need to. We have 2.
I've never rolled for this spell before, so I don't know how it measures success and how it measures non-success. Like if you fail, what happens?
Probably nothing.
Nothing. Yeah.
Okay.
It would suck if you failed. You randomly materialize somewhere and
Yeah, like
ended up
half in
inside a
the
wall or something.
Yeah, exactly. Your knees in a tree trunk. Oh, yeah. All right, so let's see.
Ooh, first roll of the day does not pay off.
All right.
You didn't use any momentum to get an extra die.
No, I did not.
Oh well. Okay.
What's the
Wondering
what's
if I
the
should
cost
use
on
it.
this spell? I'm sorry. Well, you're wondering what?
I wonder if I should use a fortune point.
A little
I, th-
early for that.
I think I'll roll a fortune point. Use a fortune point to re-roll.
Okay. You want to, because a fortune point lets you re-roll any number of dice. I imagine you just want to roll the one die that didn't succeed.
Right.
Um, okay, so what you'll do is you'll re-roll the spell, but instead of using two dice, you'll only use one, and instead of difficulty two, you'd use difficulty one. I don't even know if it'll let you do that.
Well, let's see. Dice one. It'll let me do that.
Okay, well, it'll let you drop the difficulty to one.
Let's see. Difficulty one. Apparently.
Okay, good. All right, go ahead and roll that then. All right, a success. So,
Wow.
as you use your fortune point, and the red sash that was given to you the um, by the boy in Nepal disintegrates and falls to the floor.
Oh wow.
But you still have all three of your fortune points.
I had four
Well,
somehow.
oh yeah, so now you have three. Yeah, okay. Because three is technically the max, but this thing was giving you a free fortune point. Is what it amounts to. All right, very good.
Oh, okay. So that was the fourth. That was the
Yeah, that
fourth
was the
fortune
fourth one.
point. Okay, so I have to remove. Just a second. I want to make sure. I remove red sash. Which okay, red sash for luck.
Yep.
Bye bye.
And so the ground itself seems to open up, and Slim, Baker, and Walter disappear into it, and then it reopens in the room behind you, and they appear.
The
And
smell of earth is strong in your nostrils. You know it's impossible, but you feel that perhaps you traveled underground.
Whoa.
How can this
um,
be?
and
How
then
can
you
this be?
and then you move into the room with them.
For he is the Kwisatz Haderach. Yes, I will move in with them.
All right. One of these creatures, and unfortunately, because of the size of the map, I just don't have room for icons. There are eight of them, and one of them gets to move. One of them uses both of its actions to get into the room with you guys. So there's one in the room, and then there's seven outside. Technically two zones away. Who wants to go next?
Well, I have a question. I'm looking at my equipment. I still have that Furba knife.
Right.
Was its damage and stuff basically the same as my fighting knife?
It
Too?
was. It is. It just has the added ability of being able to affect things not affected by normal weapons.
Right. So Henry wants to pull that knife and attack this dude.
Okay. All right. Go ahead
S-
and
Alrighty.
Success.
no, very good. With a point of momentum. So you that gets you guys to three momentum, and you get to roll your damage. Five damage with one
Whoa.
effective piercing one.
There goes an arm.
um, so you attack this thing with the Furban knife in a very you know Henry Baker esque kind of way. Probably, I would imagine going for the neck or something along those lines. And it's you've never felt anything like this, Henry. You know you've probably plunged your knife into the throats of any number of um,
Oh, come on,
enemies
Henry.
over the years, and you've never felt anything like this before. The weapon penetrates this spirit, ghost, creature, whatever it is, and it seems to snarl at you in anger, but at the same time it's almost incorporeal. It almost feels like there's nothing there. You get the
like he's
impression. You get the
like he
impression.
smoked.
What's that? Yeah, you get the impression you heard it, but to what extent you're not really sure. All right. So
Ruh-roh.
that was Henry's move. So one of these creatures, I think the next one uses both of its movements to enter the room, which is starting to get
Crowded.
crowded. Um, Slim or Walter, who wants to go next?
Does Walter have any combat abilities?
Well, it's funny you should ask.
I can see his picture. I can't see his character sheet.
Oh, all right. Well, let's do this. Let me just what am I doing? Let me edit. He. Oh, that would be why. You should be able to now.
Okay, loading, loading. All right, let me.
So he's got a he should have a 1911, which he's not very good with. To be frank,
He might shoot the rest of us.
yeah. I mean, I guess it's better to have it and not need it than to.
I just had a thought. That scene where Don Corleone's getting shot and Fredo's trying to pull out his gun.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm looking through his talents. I don't know. Is there a spell?
He has a spell called spontaneous combustion.
There's a whole sheet called spells. Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
So he's got some definite
No. This is what he's going to do. Attenuation.
okay.
This psychic can strip otherworldly entities and creatures of their normal protections, making them vulnerable to mortal weapons.
Nice.
Wow.
He's always had that?
I don't know. I'm just looking at the sheet here. With additional focus, they can also bolster the efforts of those seeking to slay the entity, boosting their damage and morale.
So
What's the
yeah,
cost?
oh shoot, I forgot to do something. That's my fault.
Difficulty 2, cost 5, drain piercing.
Cost is 5. Okay, yeah. Real quick, I forgot to do one thing. I sincerely apologize. You guys can completely blame me for this. Seeing that you've never seen these types of creatures before, just their very appearance was cause for mental damage.
Oh man.
So but you do get a roll against it. You all need to make a willpower resilience roll,
All right.
and you can use fortitude as a focus if you have it.
What'd you say?
Willpower resilience.
Resilience.
I'll make Pilecki's roll for him if I can get the character.
Difficulty
Difficulty 1.
1. Okay.
Whew.
Yay, Khan. Shaka Khan? Shaka Khan?
Oh no, he didn't do that. Did he do that? I think he did that. All right, so who made their rolls? Slim made his roll. Singh made his roll. Oh, everybody made their roll. Okay. Wow, with a whole bunch of momentum gained.
We're like extra dimensional demons from hell. Bah, it's a Tuesday.
Yeah, that's right.
Seen it before.
Okay, so yeah, none of you take any damage from it. That
Hey,
makes it
after that episode on the paddle wheeler in the Nile River with the chick that turned into whatever it was,
Yeah.
we can stand up to almost anything. We think.
All right. So if you want to do attenuation, Slim, aka Walter, the way you're going to do this is you've got the roll die next to the spell,
Okay.
and I don't remember the order of the stuff it pops up in. So when you click that die, what is it? What's the first pop up?
All right. So first pop up is dice.
So you have two.
Right.
You guys have 6 momentum.
Yeah, use some momentum to get some more dice.
All right. How much momentum do you want to use? You want to burn? Well, actually, let's. We want to use at least one because that will give us a piercing one effect against these guys.
Well, that's for use after you succeed. This is just from the standpoint of buying extra dice.
Gotcha.
So 1 momentum would buy you 1 die, 3 would buy you 2, or you can spend all 6 to get 3.
Well, why don't we? Because this is pretty important, I think. Why don't we spend 3 momentum
Okay.
and then with the additional one for piercing on the end? So Walter is basically just like summoning, like I don't know, like turning them corporeal.
Right.
So that's the gentleman.
That okay.
I'm in.
All right. So that means you're rolling 4 dice then.
4 dice.
Okay. Very good.
Does a focus apply?
Always with spellcasters, yes. It's always
Okay.
yes.
Difficulty 2.
Yep.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
So that just maximized your momentum back to 6. Um, so yeah,
Uh,
this definitely affects them. You
can I spend that additional momentum I was talking about?
you can spend that. You can spend. I mean, you've got 2 different momentum buys you can make on attenuation. One to give all of your physical attacks piercing one, and then you can spend 2 more for a total of 3, which would give everybody +3 courage against any mental stress damage the creature does.
Okay, we don't know if these guys have fear effects, but just for the, you know what? How often do we get to cast this spell? Yeah, let's burn 3.
Okay, all right. All right, very good. That is a damn impressive spell, actually. Now Walter needs to roll his cost,
Right.
which his cost on that spell is 5. So what you're going to do
Yeah.
is you're just going to roll 5 damage dice in the upper right hand corner.
Upper right hand corner. Okay.
4 damage with
2
2
effects.
effects. Okay.
Drain,
Um,
piercing.
drain and piercing.
Now,
What is
doesn't his courage off?
it
Does
does,
courage-
but the piercing also. What's Pilecki's courage?
4.
4. Okay, so the piercing 2 drops that to 2, and it's 4 damage. So he takes 2 stress damage total.
That's not bad.
No, no.
We've seen him do worse to himself.
You guys have seen him give himself a full-on mental injury before.
I don't think his brains start leaking until he takes at least 6 points of stress.
That's right.
Fine. He's fine.
Is
Is that cerebral spinal fluid coming out of your nose? Should that be happening?
don't worry about it.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah. All right. Baddie number 3 moves into the room, which makes it Slim's go.
All right. So this is actually extra funny.
Boomstick, boomstick.
Well, so I don't have the bag, but I do have the 1911. But what's so funny about this is like Slim was going to open up with the gun anyway, even though he, we all know these are like ghosts or whatever. But what's extra funny is now they're corporeal, and his shit is actually going to hit. So he like draws his pistol, and he says, Baker, now's not the time for blades. And he like opens up with a salvo
With
into
a salvo.
into the first one, like right in the door.
All right.
All right. So we're going right over to.
And clarification on my part. He's shooting at the first one that came in, the one that Baker already wounded.
I think it's funnier if it's the one that.
Okay, perfect. I'm in.
Baker wounds.
I like it.
All right. So.
Success with a complication. I'm going to think about that for a moment. Go ahead and roll your damage on the weapon. You do have 3 momentum also.
Okay. Yeah, let's maybe I'll spend one for an
For
extra
an extra damage die. Okay.
dice on that.
All right. Go ahead, sir. Holy shit on a shingle.
Wow.
Oh
Um.
man.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. That's so Slim. Slim empties his clip into this thing after shouting at Baker, and round after round, plunges into this thing, and Baker. It's really probably surprising to you because the bullet seemed to affect this thing just fine, whereas your knife seemed to have been a little less effective. It snarls and screams and disappears into red dust that just cascades to the floor.
Did I get any on me?
I'm sure you did,
Ew.
because that
Um,
means you did a total of 10 stress damage and you took away their incorporeal capabilities, so that got rid of their armor.
oh, and it's piercing one too, right? But
Oh, yeah, yeah. So either way. Well, see, there. I'll tell you more later. That's fine.
Okay.
All right. Everybody
It's
on the.
too well. This probably wasn't a thing in 1939, but if it had been, Henry would have thought that he had red stripper dust on him.
Oh, boy.
Red stripper glitter.
Stripper glitter.
The last five creatures are going to move since everybody on the team has moved. Two move twice to come into the room, so there's four in the room. The other three just kind of hover outside, snarling and grimacing at you guys because they can't get in. The room's full. Um, and takes us to the top of the round. Who wants to go first?
I have a banishment spell that I've never used that might be appropriate.
yeah,
Well, how does tell us how it works?
Yeah, it targets a single supernatural creature within medium range and inflicts power +2 mental stress to the creature with the drain and piercing 2 effects, even if the creature is immune to mental attacks normally. In parentheses, it says creatures normally immune to mental attacks count as having a courage of 6. If the creature would suffer one or more mental injuries from this spell, then it loses the benefits of its invulnerable special rule for the remainder of the current scene. If the creature is defeated by the spell, it vanishes, banished to the realm it originated from. So I don't know if that's a good idea.
What's the what's the
Doesn't
name of the
seem that
spell?
good. The Dharma sign is what I've called it, but
It's
I may
the
have changed the name.
Yeah, no, it's the Celt. I got it. I got it. I got it.
I made it Indian sounding
Yeah,
by changing that weird Celtic name and giving it a weird Indian name.
I mean, it's
You could use that in your book writing thing if you want.
there you go. It is totally up to you, sir.
I just never done mental damage to something. I don't know if that's just going to be like a fart in an empty room, or like is it going to count for something?
Well, I'm afraid there might only be one way to find out.
Damn it! You're right. I cast the mighty Dharma sign. Let's see what happens. There's an uninjured one near me.
Yeah, they're all uninjured. Because the Slim with his mighty silver bulleted 1911 apparently eliminated one. You guys have two momentum.
All right, I'm casting. Here we go.
Okay.
Difficulty 3, it says, right?
Is that what it says?
Yeah, it says difficulty 3. Maybe I should use a momentum. How much momentum do we have?
2.
Only 2. But all right, I'll use one. I'll
use one for an extra die. All right, very
yeah,
good.
because that changes the difficulty a little bit.
This is cool. I like
Damn
to
it!
see.
Rolling crap today, guys.
Huh.
Yeah, your spell fizzles. Unfortunately, go ahead and roll your cost if you would.
Yes. I think that's the power roll, right?
On the spell it says what the cost is. and then you just roll that many damage dice. It's
Oh, okay. It's just damage dice. Okay,
Yeah,
4.
so it's cost 5, so 5 damage dice.
Oh, you only rolled 4 dice.
That is what it said to roll for the cost. Oh no, I read Cyclone of Cyranu.
That's
Sorry.
fine. Just roll one more damage die. All right, so it's a total of 5 damage with one effect, and this spell has the piercing one. What's your courage?
8.
Oh shit. Okay, never mind.
He's fine.
Yeah,
Irritated, but fine.
I'm very irritated.
Khan could
How astute of you to pick up on that.
channel the power of his gods, and it wouldn't hurt him. All right, so I think the one that you just tried to banish is going to come at you there, Khan.
Looks at me like, what'd you just try to do to me?
That's right. It comes at you with a set of claws, and it does strike you. I had 2 successes, so that'll be an extra damage die. 5 dice. Here we go.
Mm.
It does 3
Mm.
damage with 2 effects. The effects are Piercing 1 and Stun and Drain.
Oh,
So, but your courage is 8, and actually it's not. As these claws strike you, Khan, you get the impression that these claws were not meant to rend armor and clothing and flesh and bone, but rather the spirit. And you think back to the people that were down, below in the main part of the temple. Not one of them had a wound on them. However, with your impressive courage, further bolstered by Paleki's attenuation psychic abilities, um, it has no effect on you.
Sweet, lucky break. Are the people projecting these beings currently?
Um,
Like they wearing red, right? And these beings are red. Is that
well,
somehow
6 of them were you've got the 6 women in red saris, which you assume to be brides of Durga. The Indian nationalists, uh, and then of course the other 6 men were just in gray suits. So,
just
um,
as a like when when um Slim killed that one,
mhm,
did anything happen to one of the brides?
no,
Is she like released from her like
no, not at
emotional? No, okay.
all. Okay. Well, I went. So who wants to go next?
Um, I think Slim will turn towards the one that's attacking Singh
Yeah.
and open fire.
Well, he salvoed, so he has to reload.
Okay.
correct.
He
Does
reloads.
he yell out, "Get your hands off my father-in-law"?
Oh God.
he reloads and
Is that
roll.
reloading fast or slow?
Reloading, I believe, is a. Ooh. You know what? It doesn't say. Hold on one second. Let me go to the book. To the book. Player guide. Action scenes. Actions. Minor actions. Aim. Draw. Movement. Prepare. Oh, I screwed that up. When you cast a spell, you don't get a minor action in that turn. Um,
What minor action did he take?
he moved. It was in the
Oh,
very first round. He casted the spell that teleported you guys. Then he moved. Technically, you can't do that. That's my fault.
oh, just take a point of threat.
Yeah, that's right.
Treat
All right, hold on. We got to figure this out because it doesn't actually indicate that reloading what type of action it is.
Well, all right. Let's pull up the manual because maybe we should look at
Well, I mean, I'm in the
sal.
manual.
Maybe yeah. All right. What if you look up salvo?
It's where I'm at now too.
Okay. One good thing about having a PDF file that you can scan.
Yeah, stress output effects. Got it. I get that. I'm sorry, gentlemen. I don't know why. The problem is that we just haven't played this in a while. I want to make sure we're not confusing it with Alien, because an Alien reloading is a slow action.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Right.
fine taking the round reload or whatever. I mean,
Well, I just want to make sure we're doing it right. That's all. I know we're breaking the. Fire salvo empties the entire clip, expends one ammo. When you choose to. Yeah, thanks. We get that. Um, you know what? I'm just gonna move with the belief that salvo, which expends your ammo, causing you to reload. That I'm just gonna move with the belief that it's a minor action,
go.
especially for a weapon like a 1911. You know, if it were a 30 cal machine gun, I can argue that that would take a lot longer to reload, right? But reloading a 1911 for someone who's very familiar with the weapon is not a time consuming thing.
Literally like 3 seconds,
Exactly.
All right.
I mean, I mean,
if
Arnold
that.
Schwarzenegger literally played the Terminator and practiced with reloading his weapons without looking at them because the Terminator would never have to look at his weapons to reload.
Oh, that's cool. Well, so if it's a minor action, then he can take one shot. You think?
Yeah, he can reload and he can fire away. Absolutely.
All right. Here we go.
Make sure you take one of your ammos off.
Right.
I did.
All right, you succeeded.
Okay.
Roll damage. 3 damage with no effects, but they have no armor, so it goes through. Okay, very good. The one that attacked Khan, you pound around into it, and it seems to be fully affected by it. So next one is going to attack, and I think this one's going to come after you, Slim, since you just attacked one of them. It attacks with these claws. Only one success, so I'm going to roll damage. Does Slim have courage?
Ooh.
He does. He's got 3 courage.
He has 3 courage. And then on top of that, he's got the +3 courage from Walter's attenuation, which gives him 6 total. And this thing has piercing 1 with 1 effect, so it reduced your courage to 5, but it only did 5 damage, so it does not harm you at all. Okay, that attenuation was kind of ridiculous now that I look at it.
Burn everything on that, but he says, "Well, these things ain't nothing but a nuisance," and he's like trying to bat it away.
Who's left? Baker and Walter.
Yeah, Baker. He sees that Slim's firearm has an effect. So he'll use a fast action to pull out his service revolver.
Okay.
And there's a whole bunch of them in here. He's got to pick one.
Yeah, there's 4 in the room. The one that Slim shot and 3 others.
He'll shoot at the same one Slim shot.
Okay.
That's the one that attacked Slim, right?
That's the one that attacked Khan, actually.
Oh, Khan. Okay.
Now, FYI, it sounds like the duration of this attenuation is only 3 rounds.
Correct.
So, okay.
All right. Let's do it. How many momentum do we have, by the way?
1. All right.
2.
Well, now you 2.
So stress.
All right, 5 damage. You didn't salvo, but it has no armor either. So you pound a punishing round into this thing, and it seems injured. Let's see here. There's 2 more still in the room. The other 3 outside. Just for virtue of the size of the room and the size of these things, I'm going with the belief that only one could attack one of you at a time. So one comes after you, Baker, and it is successful in its attack with 1 success. Baker, do you have courage?
Yes, I do. Let's pull that up. 3.
You have 3 courage, then plus the 3 that you got from Walter's attenuation. So its claws kind of pass through you and do you no damage at all. All right, what's Pilecki going to do?
Pilecki. All right, so we've got a couple rounds of attenuation left.
Yeah, you've got the remainder of this round, then you have next round.
I feel like we should preserve some of his sanity for a fellow like another attenuation spell. So I think he's going to pull his pistol and fire.
Okay.
Um,
Continuing to shoot at the one that's been injured thus far.
yeah, the one in front of Sharif.
Yeah.
Is ducking a minor action?
All right, let's give this a go.
Success!
Oh, look at that.
He hit something. Pilecki has a 0 in fighting, just so everybody knows. I think his target number on a pistol's like 6 or 7. Roll damage on the pistol, please. Did 4 damage. Wow, that's actually pretty impressive.
Nice.
Yeah. That's like when the wizard attacks with his staff and actually hits the ogre. And then the ogre gets pissed and comes after the wizard. The last creature in the room attacks the last target he can, which is Pilecki, and he hits with his claws with no additional successes. So he does 3 stress damage. What's Pilecki's courage?
Pilecki's courage is 4, I believe.
Yeah, so it augmented to 7, so
Yeah.
it doesn't do anything. Wow, this was supposed to be difficult. Right now, they can't even hurt you.
Attenuation spell. This would have been a disaster.
Well, I don't know about a disaster, but yeah, possibly. Okay, we go to the top of the round. Who wants to go first?
Okay, so this is round what, 3?
This is
Or 2?
well, technically round. This is the beginning of round 3.
Round 3. Okay. So we've got one more round until attenuation wears out. So
Yeah, through the end of this round.
Sharif, do you have any spells you're looking to get off, or do we just melee or shoot?
Well, I think I'll be doing the same thing as you, but with Spear of Indra. So
So the status situation, there are 3 of them outside of the room that can't get in because the room's just too small. And then there's 4 of them inside the room, 1 attacking each of you. The one that is attacking Khan has been shot 3 times.
Oh wait, so there's 3 of them outside the gate.
Yeah, there's 3 of them outside the room that can't get in because the room's not big enough.
I might cast the cyclone on them, Kyle.
Yeah, do it.
All right.
Okay. Let's see if I can actually connect with the spell today.
You have 2 momentum.
This is difficulty 3, so I will use 1 of
1 to get an extra die.
Yeah.
All right, very good.
Sorry, this is a 2 difficulty, but I'll still do it. I'll still use
You're,
because my luck has not been good.
yeah, Khan's rolls have been less than
They've been poo.
tremendous so far.
They've been poo. Difficulty 2. Okay. At
Very
last.
good.
Success.
All right, now the the cyclone, when it drops in, oh shoot, I moved off the page because I was looking for the.
Do you want me to read it to you?
Nah, I got it. I got it. Hyperlinked PDFs are your friend. Um,
Or you could look at my character sheet.
oh, that's true. That's true. So it affects. Excuse me. Um, all right. So it does damage equal to your power plus one with the piercing one and stun effects on all creatures or damageable objects in the zone. Damage inflicted against supernatural creatures also has the vicious effect. So what's Khan's power? 5?
5, yeah.
So roll 6 damage dice, please.
6 damage dice, Roger.
And it sticks around for 5 rounds. Oh my god. 7 damage with
Wow.
3 effects that are vicious, piercing, and stun. Holy shit, you just did 10 damage to each of them.
Nice. Here you go, Khan.
Amazing. It's got to be windy
So,
as fuck in this.
you got that going for you.
Yeah, we got that going for us. Cats and dogs living together.
That's right. So then that has them stunned for 3 rounds? Well, we know what's going to happen. They're never going to move again.
And Khan will shout as soon as the tornado touches down. You shall not pass!
Okay. Well,
Hey,
that
you're
was,
appropriating someone else's IP.
when was Lord of the Rings first published? Because we're in
Man.
1939 right now.
I think you might have read Lovecraft, but I don't think
So maybe he stole yours.
Yeah, I think it's the other
Tolkien's,
way
I think-
around. I think Tolkien stole
Tolkien's
that
too.
line from Sing.
That's right. That's right. We're going with that.
That's right. Roll,
Yes.
roll your costs, Sing.
All right. So that's, again, damage dice, a total of 3, right? That's right.
Is the cost only 3 for that spell? Wow.
Oh, no, that's it's 4. It's 4.
4. Okay, so yeah, 4 damage dice.
Bing.
Oh yeah, it doesn't even phase Khan.
Shrug it off. Keep fighting.
That's all right. Wow. Okay. Well, that was a pretty impressive attack. All right. The creature that is attacking you, I guess Khan just will continue to attack you, and he has 2 successes.
Bastard.
So I get to up his damage dice by 1. 4 damage with piercing 2, but your courage is 7, currently 10, which drops it to 8, which his 4 damage does not get through. Well, shit.
Thank you, Walter.
All right.
Thank you, Walter.
Who wants to go second?
We need to do that spell more often, or whatever. It's not a spell, but
All right,
What is-
Henry will go
psychic
next.
power, right? It's just his psychic brain.
Yeah,
powers
yeah.
on that.
Yep.
It's pretty tight.
Henry will just shoot again the one in front of him, only now he can aim.
Okay.
So he can. Aiming lets you re-roll a d20, right?
Does it let you re-roll a d20, or does it give you a free d20? I don't remember.
Aim. You can re-roll one d20
d20.
when you make an attack this turn.
Gotcha.
Okay. By the way, we missed one of Henry's talents. It didn't matter. It will probably not matter in this thing, but one of his talents is defensive melee, which means melee attacks targeting him are increased by 1 difficulty.
Oh, okay. All right. I will keep that in mind. Thank you.
Not that it matters. All right, let me get this stupid. I'm on the wrong sheet. Hold on.
So you're
Okay.
shooting at the one that's been that attacked you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
Ding. Bonk. Bonk.
Success with a bonus momentum.
There's really no reason to re-roll a die.
Not really. No.
Okay.
So you're at 2 momentum. Roll your
Damage.
6 damage total. Wow, which inflicts a wound. Ouch. This isn't fair. You guys are killing all my Indian nasty memory stealing spirits.
Well, thanks to Walter's quick thinking,
Yeah, that's right.
I
So
guess he did heal his brain.
Oh, we lost Kyle.
Huh.
I
Nope,
Uh,
he's back.
Well, there's Kyle.
It's that
Oh.
whole stupid thing. All right, well, it returns its attack against you, Henry, and yeah, it should be hurting you, but it's not because my bad guys are pointless. All right, note to self: Walter, primary target in supernatural encounters. Okay, um, we have Slim and Walter left to go.
All right. So the attenuation power is still active.
Right through the
So-
end of this round.
So let's just give Walter. Let's just have him take a shot.
Okay.
All right.
Is
And
he
the one.
shooting at the bad guy that's attacking him, or is he trying to shoot at the one that has been attacking Khan?
Yeah, we better shoot at the one that's attacking him.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Here we go. Bing, bing.
Yeah, he hits
Oh,
again.
Look at that.
It's
Wow.
amazing. All
I
right.
guess it's handy that he's right in front of him.
That's right. Can't miss anything at this range.
Holy smokes!
6 damage.
I am the best thing that's ever happened to this character.
Oh man.
All right. Well, that the creature will return fire, as it were. Does manage to hit with its claws. Come on, big money, no whammies. 5
Doing it.
damage with 1 effect. What's Walter's courage?
4.
4, augmented to 7, dropped to 6 because of the effect. So 5 damage still doesn't get through. Jesus. You, Walter and Khan, because they're so in tune with such things, have the distinct feeling that your spirits or your souls or your karma or something would be in tatters were these things able to hurt you. Your turn, Slim.
All right, the demons in the doorway who are getting cycloned.
Yeah, they're stunned and unmoving, and yeah.
All right, but they're all clustered together in the doorway.
Yeah, just on the other side of it, yeah. With this whirling, swirling, massive cyclone that's tearing them apart.
All right, so the meta here is obviously not to waste the grenade. The Slim and me. But all right, so he's just going to continue the fight in the room. We've got a demon on Pilecki. We've got a demon on
A
Sink.
demon on everybody, yeah.
Everybody. All right. So
The one attacking you is the only one who has not been injured at all.
all right, so he's going to try to reach past him and shoot the one attacking Walter.
Okay, very good. It's like that firefight in the cell block in the very first Star Wars movie. Just everything at point blank range and
Oh,
Jesus. Wow. All right, so you guys are at 3 momentum. You did at the one attacking Walter. You did 6 damage, which does not reduce its stress track down. It reduces the stress track down to 2, but it becomes its second wound, so it dies. It disintegrates to a pile of red dust on the floor.
wow.
Oh, go Slim. Alright, my last guy is going to attack Slim and utterly fails. Doesn't even connect
Ooh.
this time.
Complete whiff.
Yep, my other 3 guys can't even attack. They're stunned. We move to the top of the round. The attenuation is turned off. It's over. Who wants to go first?
Well, should we do it again, fellas?
Um, well, that's for you to decide because is there any outward is there any outward appearance that the rest of us would see that this attenuation is over?
That's fair.
Um,
I'm
I
not
think
sure we would see or feel it.
you know what? That's a very valid question. I don't think there you would have any way of knowing. Walter
Walter
would
would know.
obviously know it. Yeah.
So this is a decision Walter has to make on his own. The rest of us can't say. And in fact, to be honest, if Henry had gone first, he would have continued to fire his sidearm,
Okay. Yeah, if you feel like.
and and it wouldn't have done any good. So it's completely your call.
Oh, all right. Well, it's hard to separate out the meta here. I think Pilecki would know this.
Oh, he would definitely know. I have no doubt.
All right. So I'm getting into. So I'm just like stepping into Jim mode. I feel like Jim would recast the spell.
Okay.
Um, but narratively, do we want to give this up to random chance, gentlemen?
No, I don't think so.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Walter's gonna stretch out with his feelings. Going to summon attenuation once more. Our momentum pool is currently
3.
3. So we put all of our shit into this last time. Let's buy one
One die.
die.
Okay.
All right.
It is successful.
Dude, make sure you tell Jim that Walter has had his finest hour today.
Oh.
All right.
It is, yeah, it is successful. You do have a complication. I'm gonna noodle on that for a minute, but so
Yeah.
you have 2 momentum.
So we should pour that into the momentum spend for +3 morale.
Okay, so everyone's gonna continue to have +3 courage.
Yeah.
All right, that works. Roll 5 damage dice for your cost.
Here it comes.
Ouch!
Crying out loud.
How to maximize self harm.
This is such a Pilecki moment.
It really is. What is Pilecki's courage for?
4.
So the piercing drops it to 1. So he takes 4 damage, which is just one shy of taking a wound, or
Okay.
a mental wound. So I feel like you kind of got lucky on that one. That could have gotten that got close. But
Such a lucky moment, though.
yeah, but no, he's okay. He's just fine. Your momentum is spent. That was so you guys are out. That was your first round. So the one that was attacking Walter is down. Slim put him down. So I'm just going to start at the top of the list and have the one that's been shot 3 times that has attacked Khan continue to attack Khan. Succeeds with 2 successes. So we're going to up that damage dice to 5. Khan.
Yes, sir.
I just realized what's the point, because Khan has a courage of 7 in a normal
Courage
situation.
of 8.
8 in a normal situation. So now it's up to 11. -1 for the piercing. It's 10. And so this guy's psychic claws of 6 damage don't even go through.
Damn, that attenuation is good shit.
Wow.
That's a hell of a spell.
Must kill.
You ever see the
Walter first.
meme for PC Master Race where it's a guy like
PC Gaming Master Race? Yeah.
where he's got like, that look like he's just splashed like golden perfection all over his face and he's just so satisfied. That's what I visualize attenuation feeling like. Just
Wow. Wow. Okay. So who wants to go next?
All
Could be
right.
anybody at this point.
It could be anybody. I think we're one by one. We're just going to try to maximize damage here. Slim will just take a shot once more at the guy in front of Walter.
Oh, guy in front of Walter's gone. Slim
Oh, he's
put him
gone.
down.
Sorry, I can't keep track of all my kills.
Oh, damn.
All right, the one in front of me.
Okay. Fire away, sir.
Fire away.
All right. Succeeds with 1 momentum. 5 damage, which is because you took away his incorporeal armor, is enough to do a wound. All right.
Get wrecked.
Yeah, that's right. Counterattack on Slim. Whoops, I rolled 2 D100s. That's not right. 2 D20s. That's 2 successes. So we're going to up that damage dice to 5. 3 damage with piercing 1. And what's Slim's courage?
Slim's courage is 3.
Plus 3 makes 6.
Okay.
Shit. Okay, so yeah, that doesn't do anything.
Oh, man. I want you to know the dungeon master in me feels very badly for you right now. It is what it is.
Yeah, that's right. Now, here was my screw up. My screw up was I should have had you guys go down there to investigate the people, and then had the spirits come at you from all sides, so that you just couldn't get away that easily. But in the end, we'd have ended up in the same place, because Kyle would have still seen attenuation on Walter's spell list, and it just would have been more drawn out. Connor, Henry, who wants to go first? You two are left.
Henry, be my guest.
All right. So, yeah.
There's a bad guy on con, right?
And there's one right in front of you, too, yeah.
Oh, there's one right in front of me?
Yeah, you already
But
shot
the
him
one in
once.
front of con's been shot, right?
Yeah, 3 times. The one in front of you's been shot once. You shot him once
Oh.
last round.
Well, what the heck. I'll just aim and shoot him again.
Okay.
Okay.
It was going to be so satisfying when Kyle whipped out the machine gun and blasted away at all of these guys, and the bullets just went right through them and didn't do anything. But
I don't even
no, you don't even have the bag. That's right. All right, so hit with a point of momentum added. You're up to 2. Roll your damage, sir. Five damage, and they have no armor, which is enough to cause a wound, which kills him. Poof, cloud of red dust. Yeah, that's right.
I got some in my mouth. Oh,
Oh God. I have no one else who can move. So Khan,
Yeah, we're gonna-
you have a bad guy in front of you, and then there's one that's attacking Slim.
We're gonna Spear Avenger this guy that's in front of me.
All right. You have
How much momentum we have?
2.
I'll use 1.
All right, very good.
T3. Well, you know, sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss.
With 2
Wow.
complications.
wow.
Wow, that's man. The dice have not been friendly to you today.
Seems to be extremes. The cyclone took all my luck.
Yeah. All right. Roll your cost, and I'm gonna make this easy. What's your cost normally on Spear Avenger? This is like
It is 5.
it is 5. With 2 complications, I'm going to have you up your damage dice on your cost roll to 7,
7.
Yeah.
Roger that. Rolling.
which probably still won't bother you at all.
Ow.
Yeah, but 6 damage with 2 effects against an 11 courage. It's still it doesn't matter. You want to roll cost plus 1 damage on the cyclone. I'm assuming it's not going to move. It's just going to sit there and pound those 3 hapless
So
spirits.
6 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pound away.
Yeah. So that finishes them off. So now the cyclone is this whirling, twirling cloud of red dust.
Ooh, gross.
Top of the
You turn it
round.
off. Turn it off, and there's just red rain,
Yeah.
like buckets of red, just hit the ground.
File a class
Disgusting.
action lawsuit for asbestos exposure.
Isn't that a song? Red Rain.
Yes,
Yeah.
Who
There's
was
chocolate rain.
Peter Gabriel,
Peter Gabriel.
I
That's right.
think.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you're
Oh my God,
absolutely right.
yes. Oh yes, I remember now.
All right. There's two bad guys left. Who wants to go first? There's the one that's been attacking Slim and the one that's been attacking Khan.
Well, what the heck? No one's jumping in. Henry will just fire.
Which one? Which
The
target?
one right in front of me.
Oh, you killed it already. So
Oh, I killed it.
yeah,
Oh, so
Khan
I
or Slim.
con.
Okay, fire away, sir.
All right. And I'm going to aim, of course,
Yeah.
just in case I only get one success.
Three
Aiming
successes.
doesn't seem to. I seem to be wasting my time with aiming.
4 momentum. Roll your damage.
Well, he's already been shot a couple times.
He's been shot 3 times. Yeah. The odds that you will. Yeah. No. Okay. You only had to do 2 damage to it. So. All right. The last one left for whatever reason attacks Slim and attacks or hits. Oh, I didn't roll damage dice. Whoops, I just rolled 5d6. 5 damage dice. 5 damage. Slim has 3 courage, and then it's +3 makes 6. -1 for the piercing drops it to 5, which means his courage soaks all 5 stress damage.
Man,
I
Wow.
thought for just a moment, maybe, just maybe, but no.
that attenuation spell is something.
Yeah, it is something else.
Has he always had it?
No, he just picked it up.
Oh, did he?
Oh,
Yeah.
look at it. Look at it.
Yeah.
Man, Jim's a smart man.
All right. I'm gonna cut through it a little bit because let's be blunt. This thing has no chance. It has virtually no
No.
chance of surviving this round, much less any chance of beating you guys. So with the last few final rounds from Slim and maybe a spear from Khan or what have you, or maybe Khan doesn't attack with his spear of Indra because his spells have not been doing well. But anyway,
Just pulls out his pistol.
yeah.
This old thing knocks the
The
sand out of it.
the yeah, that's right. The final spirit it collapses into dust, and there
Hey,
are
on that note, I need a bathroom break.
no. That's fine. That's fine.
Sure.
Let's do that
All
real
right.
quick. We'll come
Thank
right
you very
back.
much.
I'm back. Might be the only one. It's fine.
I'm back.
Alrighty. Do, 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 do.
All right, when the squad's back, I need to take a poll.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
I think we're all back. What's up?
So my wife has been relentlessly texting me this morning about Halloween costumes, and there's some pressure in the office to from her friend for her to be Catwoman, so her friend can be Poison Ivy. And the debate has emerged as to who the hottest Catwoman is.
Julie
And
Newmar.
okay, all right, yeah. See, the the 1966 Batman movie, was it Lee Merriweather, I think, was like my
Lee
sexual.
Merriweather. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay, yeah.
So my stance is the 60s version is the hottest, but my wife disagrees.
Um, didn't Michelle Pfeiffer play Catwoman in one of the movies?
She did. She did
Now, it
in
wasn't the
Batman
greatest
Returns.
performance, but, Michelle Pfeiffer was voted most beautiful woman several years in a row. I think she won it more times than anybody. So,
Well, that's fair.
but on the other hand, that's the person. What we're really talking about is going for a costume. So you really have to think,
This is the
if you
analysis.
look at all the various costumes that are out there,
Mhm.
which way would you go?
Well, it's fair.
So, I just to weigh in on the panel here for a moment.
Yes, please.
Um, uh, Michelle Pfeiffer is a gorgeous woman. I've also personally always found her to be somewhat overrated. Um, Maybe partially because I like mean-spirited brunettes, which might be why I'm into Julie Newmar, given the options.
Sure, sure.
Because even though Julie Newmar was often blonde in a lot of things, she was brunette when she was Catwoman.
Yeah.
So, uh, the, that's I guess that's just where I come from on that one.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
I mean, your other options are let's look down the list. What are your other options? You got Halle Berry,
Mhm.
Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway, which Anne Hathaway. I mean, okay,
That's the one I would pick personally
Okay.
for hottest actress, but Michelle Pfeiffer's a very close on her heels.
Anne Hathaway is not a bad option. Halle Berry's a gorgeous woman, no doubt whatsoever. But as I think any impression I have of her as Catwoman is just based on the fact that that movie is like a solid 1.2 out of 10. That movie is so horrible.
That is the problem. A bad movie will taint the whole everybody in it.
Yeah. The flip side is nostalgia elevates everything, which probably gives me my Julie Newmar answer. Though I did have that answer without missing a beat.
Yep. I'm with you. Yeah. I was awaiting Sharif's analysis too. I knew he would dig deep for this.
I'm sure.
All right.
God, we're a bunch of gamer nerds. Girl pretty.
Well, yeah, Katie made the mistake of asking me what she should be for Halloween.
Oh
So,
no, 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 no.
Slutty nurse is the only acceptable answer, always.
yep.
Whenever a woman asks that. Good luck to you if it actually happens.
Well, it sounds like everyone's going the Batman route now. So, um, I don't know.
My wife doesn't ask me those kinds of questions anymore.
I'll tell you what, though. I have been itching to be Commander Riker for like 50 years.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
That would be so fun. You would look so great as Commander Riker, dude. You got to carry a chair around so you could do the Rikers, like,
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah,
turn it around.
Well,
I have pictures of Hachiman when he was younger as Spock.
Hey now, you don't have to go bringing that up.
That's awesome.
gotta see that.
Um, uh, now, uh, Kyle, I'm going to ask you a question, and I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but from what pictures I've seen of you, I don't get the impression that you are a towering 6'5" like Jonathan Frakes.
I am not. I'm not.
Yeah, I had a feeling. So I agree with Sharif. You will have to carry a chair around with you and make sure it's of achievable height.
It's a small chair.
Yeah,
For my
because
kids
when
to-
you're 6'5", the Riker maneuver is pretty easy, no matter how big the chair is.
Amazing.
You know how he started doing that, right?
It was back problems or something,
Yeah,
right?
he hurt his back doing something like yard work or something, and the script it was way back in first season or beginning of second season when he first did it, and the script called for him to come in, pull out the chair, and sit down. It was in in Picard's ready room or whatever, and he couldn't move that way, so he just walked in and just stepped over it. Oh, to be 6'5".
Be hard to find clothes though.
Yeah. Even in his older years, because Jonathan Frakes is like, I think he's like 72, something like that. He's in his 70s.
That makes sense.
But even as we shrink as we get older, even in his older years, he's a tall guy. So
Well, maybe I can be old Jonathan Frakes.
6'2". All right, let's get to this here.
Maybe when he's fucking dead.
All right. So yeah. The that was interesting.
Not as much for you, I'm sure.
Just I realized after the end of the first round, I was like, oh man, all that's going to happen is when the attenuation ends, Pilecki's going to go first and cast it again, and that's going to be that. It's just,
Well,
or it's going to turn into a mired grind of I shoot the bad guy, okay, I shoot the bad guy, okay, I shoot the bad guy.
I hate to do that to you, but it only makes sense.
Oh, it's the move. There's no doubt. Yeah. I get it. I assume Khan dispels his cyclone.
Yeah, sure. I don't think there's any reason to keep it around unless we want to just sweep up a little bit.
Sweep up.
Can you imagine the tinnitus after four guys with their 1911s are firing in a stone room?
Oh, God.
jeez.
What? What?
That hadn't even occurred to me, but you're absolutely right. That's brutal. All right. So let me get this off my screen. Here we go. We can delete those guys off the map, and we're just going to use the con icon to to represent the party. And if you guys step beyond the room to the top of the stairs looking down, again, all those people are still down there. Their status has not changed whatsoever. To give you a quick overview of what you're seeing, because I could have had this map for you last time, but I was being lazy. This is the entire interior of the temple complex, right? these things that are marked D over here are these huge 100-foot tall stone elephant statues. Um, and there's elephant statues and shrines kind of all over the place, but these are absolutely gigantic. Um, the Your guys are standing on the steps that go down to this area right here where the people are. This seems to be a shrine of some sort. Um, and then this huge part of the complex over here, this big stone complex that is apparently the temple proper. You've got small shrines that line the outside of the building. That's what the temple complex. That's what all these little brown squares are, with alcoves with different statues, mostly animals. Um, and It says rocky overhang. The roof of this place, like I said, it looks like it was apparently a natural cavern at some point. The roof is several hundred feet in the air, but there is this rocky ledge that kind of hangs over a good part of it from above. Um, and the other thing that you notice is that on the other side of the small shrine, kind of between where you guys are and the main temple,
Yeah.
there are several floor to ceiling columns, about a half dozen of them.
And, uh, well, can we take a second to talk about walking into a cave full of ghosts? Should we be getting
What are the people doing that were here?
Yeah.
Oh, they're still down there, not doing anything.
What, like just comatose? What's the
Yeah,
deal?
they're yeah, that's exactly right. They're awake. Their eyes are open, but they're not moving. They're not. Some of them might be moaning, but overall, they're not speaking or interacting in any coherent way. They're not looking at you. They don't seem to be aware of anything.
Can Khan like examine one and try to figure it out using his occultism academia?
Yeah, I would let you do that. Either that or what else might work? Or reason medicine. I don't know if you have that either.
Uh, Medicine. I have medicine, but I think uh, academia is better.
Okay.
Is it reason or insight or
Um,
which one should I go?
I would let you, and to be honest, I would let you use either.
Okay, I will use insight in that case if that's allowable.
Sure.
Okay, academia, occultism, difficulty. Which would you like?
We can call it difficulty one.
Difficulty one.
A success. I'm
It
going
didn't
to.
ring. Sometimes it does that.
I have actually had Walter make a roll as well. I did a different roll for him. Between the two of you, and investigating, taking a look over these people, um, whatever it is, it's a psychological or mental issue. It's physically they're all fine. There's nothing wrong with them. Um, but it's based on the feelings you had when you were attacked by these spirits. It's almost you would almost say it's as if their minds have been broken or taken from them.
so
Ooh,
they don't even like acknowledge us as we come up?
No.
Okay. Oh, excuse me, miss, sir, and he's like he like bends down like real close, and he's like, "Hola." He looks back up. I don't know. Look like they seen a ghost. Shrug.
God.
so Khan immediately is disturbed because it implies there's somebody else here. They didn't probably do this to themselves. So he cautions his his bros.
Well, should we
Be on
go?
guard. Be on your guard.
You want to
Something wicked
bring in some
lives here.
weaponry?
Somewhat,
Some weaponry?
indeed.
All right.
Slim, fetch the bag.
He rubs his hands together. He says, "You want me to get that fella Subadar and the fourth Grenadiers? Bring him in here."
Actually, that's a great idea. Fuck yes, somebody has to take care of these people. We're not going to do it. I mean, we're altruistic, but we're not like, you know.
All right.
Speak for yourself.
Out of game, are we supposed to be like exposing people to the unnatural, or is there any directive from Section M about that?
Um, that's a really interesting question. I don't know that things have progressed that far yet. That those decisions have been made.
Well, let's just tell them a bullshit story about how these people have some kind of um, palsy or something. I don't know. What did they call stuff like this back in the 30s? Not the vapors, but there's got to be some quasi medical term.
They've had an apoplexy.
They're suffering from apoplexy. Perfect. Oh no, not apoplexy. Yes.
All right. So I think there's like a wide shot of like Slim coming out of this temple, and he's like, I don't know how does Slim go downstairs. Like he's the kind of guy that like he's young or whatever, so he like jumps down like 3 stairs at a time or whatever,
Right.
and he's going back this like switchback stairs, and he goes to the truck, and he like pulls out the duffel bag, and he like hoists the duffel bag up on his shoulder, and then we see him like go over to Subadar Jabashi's truck.
Joshy. Yep.
Joshi? All
Yep.
right. And he says, Subadar, sir.
He looks at you, Sergeant.
Uh, orders from the inspector. We got some civilians in the temple that they got the apoplexy. He says, sounds like we need to be taking care of them folk while we're poking around. Could we borrow some men to look after a dozen of these people?
Joshy, sweetheart Joshy, he looks. He, you can tell for a moment that he has no idea exactly what you're trying to say. you he says, uh, "Do we need to? Should we remove them to the outside and render aid? Is that
Well,
what the major needs?"
yes, sir. Yes, sir. We were hoping to bring them out and have your men look after them, render aid.
He says,
Uh,
"Very good." He directs a bunch of men, a probably a corporal and a bunch of privates, follow the sergeant and uh, render whatever aid, remove these people out here to the fresh air if at all possible. So you got this whole you got a whole platoon of people probably following you because there's a dozen of them, right? You need a lot of guys to carry these people out.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Slim's loving this.
Yeah, I bet he is.
He's probably playing this the fuck up. He's like marching these dudes into the temple. And he's going to.
I can hear him going. Come on now, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hut, hut, let's go.
All right, and Slim like enters into the temple vestibule or whatever, and I think the move here is probably to try to like bring these people out, or have maybe we can take these guys as far as the stairs.
All right.
Well, actually, yeah, there's no bodies of the demons, so they're not going to get
No.
like yeah. So we kind of just want them like in and out.
Um, so as they come in, they start to collect these people, and these people again, they make no They make no movement whatsoever, make no motion or show any sign that they're interacting with, um, these Indian soldiers as they're collected. Um, I, a couple of the men lift up one of the men, one of the European men that's in a suit, and kind of like hefting him under the shoulders, that type of thing, putting an arm over each shoulder. And when they do, there's a clattering, and you look, and there's a pistol that was apparently in his hand that fell to the floor.
Oh, the guy. Well, one
One
of
of
the.
the catatonic guys, yeah.
Yeah, and that brings me to something Henry wanted to do.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Henry's going to. These guys are in suits, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And they're sitting.
yeah. Sitting and or
Henry's
laying, yeah.
Henry, in his efficient style, is going to root through these guys' breast pockets of their jackets and you
Lunch
know
money.
frisk them and check them out, looking for papers, identification, any kind of intelligence.
Inside observation.
Gas money.
Guess money.
Gas money. Well, I use my paper route for that. Insight observation.
Yeah, difficulty one.
Uh, does a focus apply?
What focus do you have?
Sight is the only one I
Yeah, I'll
have.
give it to you. That's fine.
Ugh. All right. Well,
You find nothing of note.
yeah. Of course I don't. All right.
Um, Man, we have come such a long way from Vienna.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just looking at your characters and what they do.
It is true. It's pretty cool.
It is really cool.
All right, sorry, it just dawned on me. Um, but and I'm sorry, it's really hitting me. And in a weird way, you're still just people. Does that make any sense? It's
Yeah.
it's not like in Dungeons and Dragons where when you're first level, you all know that you're at any moment you could be annihilated by a couple bad rolls by a creature. But and as you level up, there's certain points in D&D where you feel genuinely powerful, but more than that, everybody around you knows you're powerful. Does that make sense? Just by who your character is and what he's done and what he can do or she, what have you. But in this, it's like you guys still, to the average person, you're just people. It's I don't know. It's really different. Sorry.
If only they knew.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the so that pistol.
All right.
But anyway, so back to the narrative.
What
Yeah, that
type?
pistol
What type of
fires to the floor.
firearm is it?
It is a Luger 9 millimeter.
Ooh,
Oh,
it's a good trophy.
A decidedly German weapon.
This is just one of the suit guys, a
Yeah.
random suit guy. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, is there anything, any war crimes you want to commit before I bring in these Indian soldiers? All right.
All right.
Also, I guess I didn't think about this, but I mean, Slim can carry in the duffel bag, but he can't carry all the weapons and stuff.
Right.
So maybe he, maybe he just takes the Browning, which is funny because he's going to render aid to civilians.
And he's walking in with a Browning at the same time.
Uh,
That's funny.
That's pretty funny. Okay, so we didn't find anything on this German guy.
No.
Henry didn't.
All right. Well, I don't think Slim would know that to do anything differently. So he you hear hoot 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 or whatever. And this platoon of Indian soldiers comes down the steps through this red dust, and Slim begins like commanding them around.
All right, they start to. I mean, it's obviously there's 12 people here, so it's going to take a moment. And while in a way, these people don't resist, and in a way that almost makes it more difficult, because they're just like dead weight as these guys try to lift them all out. And while most of these soldiers are probably fit enough to surely pick up one of the women himself, you then have to climb up this 30-foot tall staircase, which is which would be a little bit of a concern. But over the course of over the course of several minutes, they managed to start getting everybody cleared out.
Well, we going left or right? And he like hauls up this ammo belt onto his shoulder. I'm ready for the next round.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so.
Actually, the Luger is still there.
Yeah.
Is this a Walter moment where he could astrally, what do you call it?
Oh,
Yes.
remote view.
Remote view.
Remote view.
I forget about that. Yeah.
Is Walter's brain like starting to deform? Like, is his head like that character from Star Trek? You know what I'm talking about? Like, is Walter going to have to start borrowing Khan's turbans to hide the runaway growth from his mutant brain soon?
No, it might turn into a Scanners moment at some point.
Oh no! Be good to know when that's about to happen.
Yeah, Henry doesn't want to get any of it on him.
Oh,
All right, so we still have. Remember, we still have the most important clue of all, which was the temple in the root of the mountain where the columns sing. So, Henry, while these guys are hauling people up the steps, Henry wants to walk over and check out these columns.
all right. We can do that. That puts Henry over in this area.
Now, did we? We kind of. It was Mumbai, right? We were in.
Right.
Or Bombay.
Yeah, same thing.
It's not Mumbai now. It's Bombay then.
Right.
When we were in Bombay, we, obviously we found people who knew where this place was. It's a big tourist attraction too. But did we? I don't remember if we asked what the deal was about the singing columns.
No, I don't think you did.
Well,
All right.
we did hear from Jabashi or
Joshi.
Joshi.
Yep.
Joshi.
It's
Yeah.
funny that Slim mispronounces it. That isn't it? The wind blows through the temple.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did tell you that. That's right.
So the columns sing. Does that mean they probably vibrate?
Yeah, I think it's like they're carved in a way like a flute or something.
Oh.
I think.
So we need like strong wind.
Or
Getting
is it
with growing excitement.
or do they make noise? Do they make noise like notes or something like like a
Xylophone.
or if it's wind that's blowing through that makes them sing, maybe it's like a.
Are they
Oh, well,
carved
anyway.
like flutes? Do they have like holes for like wind to pass into them, like a recorder or something?
Well, that's what I was thinking.
Well, let's walk up and look.
Yep.
So
while Henry's doing that, did Walter want a remote view on the Walther?
yeah, you
on the
guys
Luger?
you guys need to make up your mind on that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, so Pilecki, he's like smoothed out his uniform, put away his gun, and he like bends over like real, like he's like kneeling by this Luger, and like on the stone steps, and there's all this action around him, right? It's like these Indian guys are like pulling away these civilians, and he like reaches down and he puts his fingers on the gun without picking it up,
Mm.
and he says, "For I knew that the king in yellow had opened his tattered mantle,
Oh God.
and there was only God to cry now." And
Oh no.
like, reaches out with his mind.
Oh no.
No,
It's happening. Scanners.
You're pretty cavalier with someone else's character. But go ahead.
So yeah, here's what we're gonna do then. You're going to cast remote viewing, and I'm going to count that as invoking your scar or his scar, the obsession with the king in yellow,
okay.
Oh,
which will give you an automatic fortune point that you use on that roll. So
Oh hell yeah.
you automatically have a you automatically have a die that is a 1. So you have 2 successes out the gate.
Okay. All right. Now I'm not sure exactly what I need to roll here.
So go over to his spells.
Okay.
And where's remote? There. Okay, so remote viewing
Okay.
what's the difficulty?
2.
So he's got 2 successes without even rolling.
Correct. So what you're going to do is you're going to roll remote viewing, but you're only going to roll 1 die
Okay.
at a difficulty of 0 because you've already succeeded technically.
All right. 1 die of focus always applies.
Yes.
Okay. Difficulty of 0. Here we
All
go.
right. So that gains you a bonus momentum, which puts you guys at 5. So the remote viewing ability of itself, in and of itself, really does not affect much in this instance. Okay, so
Okay.
this is where Jim would use momentum spends to decide, to gain the information that he wants. Um, it also drives his cost up. But I think the thing that he would usually use is for 3 momentum, he gains a knowledge of the object's past.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
So, so that will drop you to 2 momentum, which means you still, while you're doing this, still gives you the ability to ask some additional questions. Now, by spending the 3 to get the recent knowledge of it, limited knowledge of its past, his cost roll is already going to be up to 5. So keep that in mind.
Ooh. Wow.
Um, so as Pilecki focuses and he starts to see, time reverse. He sees the Indian men or the Indian soldiers who are hauling these people out kind of come back walking backwards down the stairs and laying the people down where they got them from, then filing back out up the stairs backwards with Slim. He sees everything happen in reverse. There's For a moment he sees these spirits or ghosts that attacked you guys, but they left the area. There was all this commotion, that Walter, of course, knows was the fight that you guys had with them. Um, it probably happened less than 5 or 10 minutes before um, you guys arrived. The There were a whole lot more than just these 6 men and 6 women. There was about a dozen men in suits and also about a dozen women in red saris, uh, and several other people, and 2 or 3 other people as well. There was a another woman in a red sari that seemed to lead the group, and next to her was an Indian man in a finely tailored Western European style suit with horn rimmed glasses that led this whole group. And it looks like what happened was they got attacked by the spirits, and the man and the woman and about half of the force left. They ran out the way they came, the same way you guys came in, leaving these 12 people here to get defeated by the spirits. Not really sure exactly what happened, but as they fought, it was like when the spirits struck them, they started to just they it's like they just forgot who they were and what they were doing.
Wow. So
My
the guy
question for them now is, will they recover?
That is the question. Um, the the other note that the other thing you of note immediately, and then if you want any additional information about what he's viewed, you would have to spend more momentum for questions. But the German man that was in the suit with the glasses, he spoke both. He spoke to the head woman in red in Indian or Hindi or something. You're not sure, but obviously something native to India. But when he spoke to the men in suits, he spoke German, which Walter, of course, knows. He was clearly in charge of them.
Okay, so let me go back to his sheet here. Sorry, I'm taking notes on this.
That's fine.
Da-da-da-da.
And when I say spoke to them, I mean he was like giving orders.
Right. So the momentum spend for this information is 3.
Was 3 so far. Yep, you're at 5. If you wanted to try to glean any more information about the scene I just told you about, you can ask questions at a cost of 1 per momentum, and you have
Okay.
2 momentum left.
So I think Walter would like to know.
Melt his brain. Melt
what-
his brain. Oh, sorry.
what was being said.
So as they entered and came down the steps, the man in the suit, the Indian man in the suit, was giving orders in German to the other men, telling them to fan out and find the entrance. Now, of course, you don't speak whatever language he was speaking to her in, or Walter doesn't. But it had the language had the same authoritative tone to it, and she was not responding the same way. So whatever she was telling the women in red to do, you're not sure was what he was expecting or commanding.
Okay. Gentlemen, are there any other questions that you feel are valuable to risk Pilecki's mind?
No, I don't want to risk his mind
All right.
anymore.
All right. So I think Walter will he stands up and maybe that whole scene plays back out, time goes back the way it's supposed to, right?
Right.
And he stands up and he mutters, "There, a painless death awaits him who can no longer bear the sorrows of this life." And then he straightens his uniform, and then shakes his head, and starts to relay this information somberly.
All right. Roll 6 damage dice.
Woo, jeez. Oh, man.
Oh, he's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
All right, so 6 damage dice.
4 damage.
2
with
effects.
2 effects.
He's got 4.
Piercing 2, so that drops his courage down to 2. So he takes 2 damage.
All right. All right, so-
It up.
So first things first, he's got right now he's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stress.
Hmm.
Is that right? 8 out of
Yeah.
15. Yeah. So
Just a second, brother. Should
yeah,
I cast Blessings of Ushas on him?
either that or
He's-
someone's going to give him a drink.
Well, what's more effective?
Well, blessings of Ushas will automatically
Remove
get
stress.
rid of any stress, won't it? Or
Equal to the spellcaster's power from all allies within close range. Is anybody else hurt?
I think he's the only one.
Well, he's hurt pretty bad, right? He's got 8.
8 out of
15.
15. Yeah.
Yeah.
All like
Maybe.
mental shit, mental stress.
Maybe I should help him take a load off.
Either that, or you guys just have to find. We rarely have to handle it this way. Where's my PDF? PDF, yay! Everybody likes PDFs. The other option is stress is a measure of how much blah 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 blah. We know all that. Trying to remember the rules on natural recovery, because it does come back after a certain amount of time, but I think you have to spend a certain amount of time just like, for instance, a good night's sleep, you pretty much get it all back, right? Recovering stress, recovering stress, recovering stress. Where is it? All right. Well, I don't want to slow us down any further.
Back to the truck. I know.
He doesn't have any actual injuries, so it will with any amount of with an amount of downtime, it slowly starts to come back. Casting blessings of Ushas would obviously just bring him back an amount of stress right off the gate, as opposed to it taking time. So it's up to you, however you guys want to do it.
Well, I assume we're going to go further into the temple. We don't have time for a snoozer, right?
Well, that's probably true.
All right, so I think I will cast it. Hey,
All right.
come here, Walter. A priest, a rabbi, and an atheist walk into a bar. Right.
Probably should have cast this
And
with
the bartender says, "Hey, why the long face?" Wait, wrong joke. Sorry, that's the horse joke. You have 2 momentum.
This is difficulty 2, so I think I'll chance it.
Okay. All right, and it removes stress equal to the spellcaster's powers from all allies. What's your power? 5.
It is 5.
Okay. So that'll give Walter 5 ticks back, and then roll your what's the cost on that thing? That's 4, I think, right?
4, yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll your cost.
Okay.
Slim says, "I feel good. I think I got a Woody."
Jeez. Yeah, which obviously you've courage of 8, so that doesn't even factor on you.
Wow, incredible.
So, all right, very good. Yeah, yeah. Walter's feeling a bit better from his own self-inflicted pain. There's some things about Walter we really don't know, do we? Isn't there? He's a big fan of inflicting his own pain.
See, Marty VP, it all worked out.
Yeah.
Although I do drive Pilecki pretty hard when I have it. Okay, so I think Pilecki will like relay this to the group, and it's not much information, but if we're looking for an entrance, that can be informative. I guess there's also the question of, will these men return if they fled the temple 10 minutes before we got there? So maybe we can post up the platoon outside to watch for Nazis.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ooh, I love this idea. Make a trap for them.
I mean, it's an interesting thought. And then, if they come back, then we have somebody watching our 6 anyway while we look for the entrance.
All right, so I think that is a brilliant idea. So I think Khan will go and talk to the Subadar and
Hmm.
have them lay an ambush, hide the trucks, and do whatever it takes and lay in wait in case the Nazis show up.
The Nazis. All right, very good. Um, Meanwhile, since Henry had gone to inspect the columns,
Yep.
um, Henry, let's go ahead and have your insight observation.
How much momentum do we have?
Two.
All right. Since I failed my last one, I think I'll spend one.
Alrighty.
Oh, I didn't, but okay, whatever.
Well, go ahead and just roll one more at a difficulty zero. Roll one more die at a difficulty zero.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
did you apply your focus to that?
I thought I did.
Okay, just making sure. Oh yeah, your successful die was a 9, so that would have
Yeah.
exceeded that
All
anyway.
right. So, all right. Let me do insight. One die. There are a lot of boxes to click to do a roll. Difficulty 0,
Yeah,
1, 0.
0 because you already succeeded the one. So
Okay.
all right. Well,
Nah.
no.
All right.
Oh yeah, no additional successes. So that's fine. All right. Well, that's fine. So there are 6 columns here, and you know, uh, now that you're now that all the fighting is over and the ringing in your ears is subsiding from the gunshots in the confined space, um, you realize that these 6 columns are all emanating, or soft sounds are emanating from these 6 columns. Uh, and as you look at them, you realize that they've all got they're made out of stone. They've got holes carved into them that you're guessing is, like the air currents are going across them, making this noise. It's very, very soft, very gentle. Perhaps a hard wind would make more sound. Um, the column that is closest to I move you out of the way for a second. The column that is like right here, that is closest to the main temple building, that does not seem to have any entrance whatsoever, um, is different from the others in that uh, they all have carvings and friezes and reliefs of animals and what you assume to be Indian mythology on them, but that one has 6 different colored gemstones inset into it in a row,
Hmm.
which the others do not have at all. Sapphire, ruby, emerald. At least you're assuming. I don't know how much Henry Baker knows about gemstones, but there's 6 different gemstones of different colors.
Being a criminal, he would know. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
Pat's criminal. He's currently on the side of right.
That's right.
Um, okay. Well, I'm assuming that Henry is standing there on his own while these guys are watching Walter do his thing, right? We're kind of at the
Yeah,
same
at the same
time.
time, right?
All right. Well, the last thing I want to do is, well, I don't want to do anything much more without the guys. So I turn back, and once I see that they're finished doing their stuff, I try and get their attention and ask them to come on over. Now, Khan is busy talking to Joshy's men to set up an ambush, right?
Right.
So, and what was Slim doing?
To be honest with you, I think Slim is probably hovering over your shoulder, annoying you.
Okay.
I really feel like you're trying to do this serious inspection or whatever, and he's asking dumb questions and kind of like getting in the way.
Okay. Uh, well, um, to be honest, Henry's thinking, let's look at Henry's stats here real quick. See, Henry knows that he can be kind of clever in his own way. He understands battle strategy and things like that. But he's he knows he's not the sharpest pencil in the box. So he'd kind of like to get Con and Walter to get over and take a look at this and see. Also, I don't want to meta games.
I love that self-awareness, by the way, because what's great about that is Slim is kind of the same situation, except Slim thinks he does know or can figure out anything, I think.
Well, and I think that, I think Henry has maybe Henry, maybe Henry doesn't have a strong regard for his abilities because his insight is 9, but his reason's 6. So, he, at any rate, he'd and nothing against Slim. It's just that the two of them are probably looking at each other and looking at these gems and looking at each other, and he's waiting for when Walter and Connor appear to be done with their activities and try and wave them over.
Yeah, this is definitely some Baader-Meinhof phenomenon. Or, I'm sorry, it's not Baader-Meinhof. It's Dunning-Kruger, rather. Dunning-Kruger effect. So yeah, Slim is he's like blowing in the holes, and Pilecki comes up and he's like, "Slim, my young friend, step aside," and then he begins to take a look at these, maybe with like an academic eye, looking for any sort of like discernible geological information about like the stones that are inset into the pillar.
The stones are inset. Are there? But there's also, just like the other pillars or columns, there's reliefs and stuff carved in it.
Yes.
Okay. I guess since this is India and Khan would have the best understanding of what any of these might mean, Henry calls for Khan to come over. He'd like to ask Khan what he makes of this.
That makes sense.
Okay. Meanwhile, go ahead and have Walter do an inside observation.
Yes, please.
Sight.
Okay.
Difficulty 1.
Walter, Insight. Observation.
Very good.
Oh,
Sharif, you good if
nice.
we just hand wave the interaction with the Indian soldiers?
My pleasure.
All right, very good. Um, so Walter, looking over the column, the only difference from this one to the others is the gemstones inlaid into it. Uh, the gemstones are they're you get the impression they're not fixed in place.
Mm.
Maybe there's a pressure plate or something underneath them. You're not sure.
You see, my young Slim, this is a puzzle. And he, like, his fingers are, like, gently going over the stones and whatnot. And he's looking for, like, does he get the sense they're like a press, like you press them in or you turn them? I think he's going to gently sort of examine for mechanisms or anything.
Okay. Does he actually try to manipulate them, or is he just looking at them?
I don't think Walter would try it. Slim would try it.
Slim would lick it if you told him to.
All right, so like Walter's like looking at this and he's like suggesting it's a puzzle with some sort of mechanical stuff,
Right.
and Slim like suddenly like appears over his shoulder in the shot,
Yeah.
and he's like, "What do you mean, like this?" And he pushes in like the sapphire stone.
Okay. So
Henry was too slow to slap his hand away.
right. when Slim presses the sapphire, it gives easily. Like it recesses down almost so that the surface of the gem reaches the surface of the column, but it gives very easily. Like it doesn't require any effort to do so. Um, uh, who's got the best insight observation? And does anyone have a hearing focus?
Is this when Khan walks up?
It's
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
Yeah.
I have the best insight observation.
So which gem did he push? The sapphire?
Sapphire.
Khan walks up, he'll say,
Leave it
"Oh,
to Slim.
yes, this is a puzzle. You have to push the gems like this."
All right, do it.
Insight observation. Is there a what do you call it?
Hearing
Hearing
focus.
focus.
Hearing? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have hearing?
I do not.
Okay.
He
No
can
focus.
hear.
Yes, I can hear.
One success. So these columns again, they're making a very 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 soft low tones. When he presses that sapphire gem down, the it becomes a little discordant. It turned the sound the sound or the note that the column is playing from just the air currents passing through it turns a little flat.
what'd it do? And Plucky like lets out his breath, and he says, "Slim, please, Bigger, can you keep him under control?"
So is it like an organ, you guys? Is that what's happening? You push and then the wind goes through it and it makes like a certain musical note?
Well,
Does somebody know how to play a musical instrument in this group?
I don't think so. I don't think that's in anybody's backstory.
This is like the only time a bard would come in handy in the history of bards.
Hold on, this could be.
Useless class ever, except for
And
writing.
unless the instrument you're alluding to is pulling a Thompson submachine gun from a
That's right.
violin case.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you, when you pressed that sapphire, also a piece of the floor fell away.
What?
Yeah. Welcome to your Goonies moment. Which one do you want to press next? No,
All right. Well,
So it made a tone when he pushed it.
Yeah. The tone turned a little flat.
So
Sorry, I'm sorry for interrupting.
no, I was just going to ask, just so we can be square. You said there's 6 gems of all different colors.
Yeah, I just listed
Can-
them there in chat.
You listed them in chat. Okay, good. Oh, there it is. Thanks.
Did the inside observation roll give us anything?
That's just
Specific?
what lets you realize that the tone that the column was making changed.
Oh, okay.
Diamond, sapphire, topaz, ruby, onyx. Do.
I get that reference.
Thank you. All right. The question is like, what is there a song associated with any? Do we ruin Pilecki's brain and have him reach into the past to discover this?
Um,
Yeah.
Fair warning about that. If you were to consider doing that, you only have 1 momentum.
yeah.
And viewing the past requires 3.
Do we think that we're looking the uh, the spectacled German guy was looking for a door. One of them looked for a door, right? An opening or a door. Did he say opening or did he say door?
He said entrance, but
Entrance. He
all
said entrance.
synonyms to be sure.
Uh, do we think that pushing the right gems in the right, pressing the right gems in the right order will open up some door that they were looking for?
Yeah, I mean, that seems conceivable to me, but the question is, how do we know the order? I mean, we could just start randomly pressing stuff, but
Well, that's
Lucky would probably not do
with that's a, you know, Henry's no math wizard, but he's pretty sure that's a lot of possibilities. So
It's only 6 different gems. Assuming you only press each one once, how many combinations could there possibly be?
Was that 6 factorial?
I think it is, yeah.
I'll come back in a year, see if you've gotten through yet.
um, well,
720.
we looked at the columns. We haven't really looked at anything else in this place.
Tis true.
What other clues might we be able to gather?
Yeah.
I mean, was it just dumb luck? Henry walks up to the columns and...
Yeah, we should poke
Or
around.
were we lured here?
Oh boy.
All right.
Shall we start talking about predetermination? Khan's got some thoughts on that, I think.
Oh yes.
Well, we're getting nowhere just standing here looking at each other. When he pushed the sapphire, it got a flat note.
Right.
It flattened the existing note.
Correct.
Well, guys, do you want to look for some more clues, or do
Yeah, let's do that.
you want to start pushing buttons?
If this was a video
Pushing
game,
gems.
we'd have to. Yeah, if this was a video game, we'd have to walk around and look for like pictures of gemstones, spelling out the correct order of the notes. Perhaps.
Well,
we'll get lucky.
the question is for Khan, since he's from India, do any of the carvings or any of the reliefs mean anything to him?
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
Are the elephants,
Well, yes, of course.
sapphires or whatever?
All right.
Let me just insight academia occultism this.
All right. Yeah, we can do that. I think this would be more mysticism, though. I'm afraid.
mysticism is under what?
It's also I think it's under academia. Is it not? Am I
I
making
do
that up?
not see it. I
Ma-
think you might be.
I might be making that up. Let's see here. Okay. All right. So under academia, yeah, you can use occultism. Mysticism is a thing, though. What's it under?
Yeah, perhaps it's somewhere else,
Oh,
and I'm not.
mysticism's under survival, so that's a different ball game. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, look at that. Khan made a good roll. Um,
Finally, yeah.
all
Second
right.
one of the day.
So that gets you to that gets you to three momentum. So just as a brief overview, um, this this temple is very old, and it even seems to a lot of what's represented here on the different shrines and reliefs and whatnot um, seems to be a little bit of it's an odd mix of Hindu of the Hindu belief system. It there's things that just don't quite go together, and you're wondering if perhaps it predates, especially based on what information you do know so far about Atlantis. You're wondering if it somewhat predates the modern Hindu religion. Um, that being said, uh, most everything seems to be, with the exception of the elephants, which you find all over Hindu mysticism anyway, there are quite a few representations of Lakshmi, who is a particular goddess, a symbol of good fortune. She is very she's very much worshipped and paid heed to by a lot of these roaming cattle herders and whatnot that you find in India. Um, so yeah, that's the information I'll give you based on one success. You have momentum if you wanted to ask questions, to be sure.
What was the name of the guy? Lakshmi?
Lakshmi,
Lakshmi,
Lakshmi.
Okay.
which is also a fairly common name given to Indian women. Uh, hmm.
So she's the goddess of cattle?
Um, not
No.
necessarily. She's mostly the goddess of happiness, fortune, and prosperity. But she is also associated with beauty, fertility, and abundance, which makes her very which would explain why the cattle herders and whatnot tend to choose her as their patron. But she's also, yeah, I mean, she's known as like the giver of all forms of wealth. She's one of the Trinity goddesses. There's quite a bit, and her there's quite a bit of information about her. But she is an important goddess in Hindu culture.
So this appears to be like a mixture, an admixture of Atlantean stuff and early Hindu stuff,
Correct.
specifically involving Lakshmi.
Correct.
And so, what are common symbols for Lakshmi? Do we see any associated symbols or altars to her in the vicinity?
Um, not directly as you would expect in uh, in the modern era, if that makes sense. Um,
I meant like around where we are in the. Oh, you mean like no altars as in the modern sense of
correct,
altars? Oh, okay,
correct.
I
Yeah, yeah,
misunderstood.
yeah.
Okay, okay.
No, that's okay. I can see how that was a little how that could be a little misunderstanding. Let's see here. Do I would say do an insight or not an insight. Do a reason academia. I don't know if you have history. Do you?
No,
Okay.
I have linguistics.
Yeah. You can do a reason academia though. History focus. Not that you have it. Difficulty one.
I will use a momentum.
Okay. To give you an extra die. That's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, no problem. Gained it right back too. Um, obviously, this was only difficulty one for you. For the other guys, it had been higher, obviously. But you're from India, so that drops your difficulty by one. She obviously she's got a number of historical, culturally significant songs um,
Mm.
that you probably would know.
Hmm. Okay, so how do we determine musical ability? Uh,
That's a really good
Well,
question.
there's yeah,
I'm sorry, what was that?
there's a focus in art in the academia skill.
Oh, there is. Yeah, there it
okay,
is.
okay.
Absolutely. Which makes sense.
So
I can get that.
So I
Uh,
have, all told, what would be the appropriate attribute in your judgment?
it would have to be reason or insight, depending on which way you're coming at it from. Um,
Okay,
I could
so if we
argue either.
so if we allow insight in academia, I would say that uh, Khan has a pretty high chance of figuring it out. So, but he doesn't know how to play music, but he knows how music's organized. He knows that notes have you know certain duration. It's mathematical and it's organized according to a scale, and he knows like how music works. So he can decipher it, but he's not playing like from training. He would just be sort of, I think it's like this
He'd be
kind of thing.
doing the math type thing.
Yeah. So, but his inside academia would come to 15. If anybody has higher,
Good
they
God.
should do it.
so
Me.
let's take a look at Walter here. All right, so insight academia would be
Or
11
reason, whichever's higher for him.
or 13.
I mean, we can make it a help situation. These columns
Well,
are
how
not
much?
small.
Let me ask a question. How much momentum do we have?
Three.
How much momentum does it take to invoke a truth?
Two.
Two. What's Walter's academia?
2. Somehow. It seems like
Hold up. What's his insight
insight is 9,
What's
and his reason?
11.
Oh, jeez.
So if you did reason plus academia, that's 13. Um,
And cons
Yeah,
of
he's still
15.
less than me. Yeah.
and then what I'm thinking is to adjust. I don't know what the difficulty would be. That's up to the GM. But what if we invoked a truth that uh, Walter 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 took piano or music lessons or piano or something in his youth. Mom made him do it.
Well, it wouldn't. It would be better if it was Khan because I have a higher score than him.
I understand. I'm. That's the question is whether you guys want to invoke such a truth, and does it fit with the character and the way they grew up?
Well,
Because that's what I was thinking was reaching back into your childhood. All I'm thinking is that reduces the difficulty maybe from 2 to 1.
here's an idea. The King
Okay.
of Yellow is a mythos about plays and music. And there are many songs in The King of Yellow.
Yeah,
Okay.
there is.
Um,
Now,
So-
I was personally thinking that Khan had a very brief career as a sitar player. He was with a band that moved around a little bit, and he played
Oh
a
my
very
God.
important and iconic intro of a song that went big for a moment before they canned him because Mick Jagger didn't like him. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh,
Not Metallica on that one.
in a dream.
Because the
Well, since Khan knows the song of Lakshmi, uh,
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if we need to do all that because he's
Okay.
got a pretty high roll.
All right.
So, and he knows the song of Lakshmi as it's supposed to
All right.
sound because he's heard it in the streets or whatever.
there you go.
Well,
Because he's
I've
from
got
the
a.
streets, yo.
All right. So let's do something. I got about 5 minutes till I turn into a pumpkin.
All
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
So
So do it.
I'm going to hum the song. I'm going to attempt to like figure out what notes the various stones make, and then once I know the notes they make, I'll try to put them in the correct order.
All right.
Sure.
And
That sounds like a
I
great
will
plan.
use one
Henry stands
momentum.
back.
Yeah, everyone stand back. I will use one momentum to help me do this.
All right. All
All
right.
right.
Does that put you at 2?
Wait. Oh, you mean our total momentum? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Drops you to 2. Yep. Roll away, sir.
And okay, so 1 second. No focus. Here we go. Wait, I rolled difficulty 1. Is that
No, that's
correct?
fine. That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. So,
Made a little momentum too. Yeah.
yeah,
Never hurts.
after a little bit of trial and error with the different stones, and you come to realize that you have to. It's not even an issue of pressing one of the gemstones. Sometimes you got to press 2 or more at the same time to create the sound you want. But after messing with it for 5 or 10 minutes, you finally are able to figure out what you need to do, and you manage to get the first 4 notes of one of these songs played, and there's a heavy grating of stone on stone, like it's grinding and very loud. You can feel it shaking through the floor, and right next to you, right here, a huge stone block slides to the side. The thing's got to weigh tons. I mean, because it's 7, 8 feet tall and 5 foot wide, and it slides to the side, revealing a what's little more than an alcove. I mean, it's a room inside that isn't more than a meter by a meter. And it's completely dark inside except for the light from the cast from the torches within the temple that shines into it. And there's an object in there sitting on a stone ledge.
Wow.
What does it appear to be?
Um, it's a very. I wish they had a picture of it. This sucks. They have pictures of so many of these things, but they don't have a picture of this one. It's it's a strange looking object. It seems to be made out of kind of a polished crystal, and it has streaks of glowing blue shining through that crystal. Parts of it are metal. Like there's a handle that looks shockingly like a pistol grip that is made out of a red metal the likes of which you've seen before. Around the Clypeus when you found it. That you I think you originally figured out was orichalcum. Um, it is it has a barrel that extends from that pistol grip, and it looks, gosh, those of you especially with heavy military training like Slim,
Yeah.
um, it you'll be damned if it doesn't look like one of those rifle fired grenade launchers.
Oh, hell yeah. And he like walks up to the shrine and he's like, "Can I touch it? Can I have it? Can I fire it?"
the um the what you would define as the grenade
Yeah.
is that sticks out of the barrel is also made of blue glowing crystal, and it's carved in the shape of a horse's head with eyes made out of rubies. And then there's more of the red metal that comes out of the horse's open mouth that's been shaped into flames.
So Slim takes a step forward, and Walter like grabs his wrist, and he says, "No, Slim. You remember what happened last time?"
Slim,
And
since you looked at it most directly,
yeah,
make an insight observation sight, please.
inside observation site. Inside
Difficulty 1.
observation.
Oh, okay. No luck. All right, that's fine.
Come on now, Walter. I wanna check it out. And Walter continues to hold his wrist, and he says, "Gentlemen, how do we safely transport these weapons? Was it ever determined?
Um,
I mean, Baker just picked it up.
yeah, Baker just picked it up. Baker picked up the Clypeus? Did he pick up the Aten Life Giver too, the son, or did somebody else pick that one up? I don't remember. Um, but so you asked that question.
Baker picked up 2 of them,
Okay, you
and he
asked that,
gave one to somebody.
you asked that question. How do we safely transport it? And there, you all get a sudden sense of dizziness and maybe a little bit of sickness to your stomach. And then it's like everything you see, like reality itself, just ripples for a moment.
Oh man,
And then you hear a voice call from behind you in very accented English, which I'm not going to do the accent because I always sound like a racist when I do accents. But the accent is Indian. And the voice, it's a man's voice, says, "That is an excellent question." And as you all turn and look, you see that the man from Walter's vision in the suit is standing there. He's got an MP40 in his hands, pointed right at you.
Whoa.
whoa,
The
The
woman
hell did he come
from
from?
his vision is standing right there as well, and she has what you can only describe as a whip, like it's a cat o' nine tails with spikes on it.
I mean, oh, terrible.
um, Surrounding, and then behind them and on pretty much all around you is about a dozen men and women. The women are in red, the men are in gray
What
suits.
happened to our ambush?
The men are have pistols aimed at you, and the women have a variety of shall we say traditional Indian melee weapons.
wow.
And I think that's a good place to stop.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Good one, bro.
That is
Dun, dun, dun. All right, we got to go.
Yeah, that's right.
That is what we call a cliffhanger.